Alrighty guys, how you doing today? We bring y'all back with another video. We are going to put on two engine mounts on a 2004 Chrysler Pacifica. I'm going to do my best to show you how I do it, and hope you guys like, love, subscribe, please share, and we're going to get busy with doing the videos. I'm going to do the best I can to show you guys how to do it correctly. First, we're going to start off with popping the engine cover off. Engine cover here, just move it out the way, set it on the ground. See, I got a mat, that way I can get down there and do the other one. These are the two mounts that we put it on today. The top one and the lower one goes to the transmission. So let's sit you in here. Hopefully you can see the best you can with what I'm doing, and let's get busy. We're gonna start off with first by moving the air box. Let's get a flathead for that. Always take your time when you're removing these things. These rubber boots can easily break off easily. Over here, there's a 10, but it already was removed before. Don't forget to unplug your sensor that's right there. And just bear with me because I'm still getting used to doing these videos for you guys. And now we pull off the air box. We set it on the ground. And now I'm going to get you over here and show you exactly what mount that we're working on, which is this one here. I'm trying to figure out what's the best freaking way and get you guys in here to see this, which is the crazy part. And you see it's only 1, 2, 3 bolts. We got 2 of them down there that bolts it to the body of the car, or SUV, or whatever the heck you want to call this thing. Try to get this tripod thing in here the best way we can. You guys can see what the heck I'm doing. So give me a second. How good y'all can see. I don't know. We're gonna try to figure this out here. Try to angle it the best way possible. Just bear with me. Video might not be the best, but shit. Shoot. Sorry for cussing. I'm trying to figure this out. Trying to get you in there the best way I freaking can without tearing up nothing. It's just kind of hard when you don't have the right freaking tripod for this stuff. Just give me a second. Yeah, that gets you in there just right. All right, cool. Now y'all can see the bolts. You better see everything I'm doing. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a jack underneath the oil pan, but we're gonna put a block under it, like a block of wood, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, how I do that. So just bear with me, give me a second. Get the block.
I got wood in the back.
Microphone thing is still on. So just bear with me, give me a second. I'm gonna get it done as fast as I can. And we're gonna go from there. All right. This little microphone thing is crazy. All right. Okay, so here's the jack we're using. Here's the block. The reason why you want to put the block on there, because you don't want to crack your oil pan. So you want to position that in the correct way. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on it. You see, I'll show you exactly how I'm doing it. Take your time. Get it just right. That way you ain't damaging nothing. Now we got it centered right underneath the engine. I'm gonna kind of lock it right there. Should hold it up. Let's get back on top. Get you back where I had you at, so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, this thing don't want to sit still. Freaking tripod. Yeah, I know it's gonna be a little bumpy situation there. Golly. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. I'm figure it out. I'm gonna keep the phone from moving. Just give me a second. Figure out something. All right, well, you know what? That's better than nothing. Whoa, we almost dropped it. It almost took off on me. Yeah, this stuff here sucks. Freaking sucks trying to do this stuff. I know majority of it is trying to face the freaking camera in the right dang direction. But you know what? We got you. Now you can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so we got, look like 15, 18, something like that. I'm gonna tell you the exact size it takes to take those loose. So let me find it real quick. Let's get busy and get it partying. Wonder how was everybody's weekend? What all did you end up doing? Everybody have fun, everybody safe? Let's see what size go to that. 15, good guess. All righty, all 5 bolts, 15. I don't know if you can see that, but that's 15 socket right there, so you know what size it is to take it off. All right, let's get our extensions and prep and let's get busy. One extension here. To dig in the tool bag and find and tweak another one. Yeah, but honestly, start commenting, start telling me what you guys think about these videos. If it's something I can do differently, something I can do better. Enlighten me, let me know. So far we only use a 15 and a flathead. Ooh, them suckers on there pretty tight. Pretty tight, yeah. I got an impact gun, but I don't feel like going in the house to get it. So I'm gonna take her time, take it loose. It ain't gonna be so bad. Sometimes you ain't got tools, impact crap to do stuff with, so we'll use what we already got. It don't matter. It is what it is. I just want to show it ain't really that hard to put this on there. Pretty easy. 5 bolts total, size 15. Get it off. All right. So now we can get that little buzzing noise thing, or what you call it, electric ratchet. To kind of speed up your process. So I'm using one today, so we can get done a little quicker. Sorry for the noise or the ratchet, but nothing. When you take your bolts off, set them up here in order. So these 2 here goes down towards the frame, which you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see it in the video. So them 2 there goes to the body of the car. I mean, the SUV. The other 3 bolts to the other plate. It bolts to the engine. So let's get those off real fast. Next video, see, these are longer, so those go to the engine. Next video we'll do is show you how to put the bottom 2 mounts on. It shouldn't be too hard to do, but just take your time doing it. Take your time doing it. So you see, we got those off. We also have a, there's a little ground wire right here. I'm gonna go ahead and buzz that off. I believe that's an 8. Should be an 8. Look at there, good guess. Well, you work on cars long enough, you almost know every freaking size of the bolts. So far we used a 15, flathead, and an 8. to get this off, because this thing here should be strong enough to get this stuff off. Yep. Came off pretty easy. So again, to set your bolts up on your cowl piece, that way you don't lose nothing, and you can put everything back. Alrighty, I set that one up out the way. Take your time taking it out so you don't damage nothing. Here's your old one. That's why we're replacing. See, it cracked in the middle, caused the engine to move. So now we gotta try to figure out how to get this crap out of here, because it looked like it's in there pretty freaking good. So I'm gonna set y'all guys down on the ground. And I think we're gonna take a hammer and whack this thing with right quick, so you guys can see how I actually do it. So just give me a second, I'm gonna show you. So you see with the new one, just right here. Just like that. The part where the ground wire is, it's a little bit separate. It's on the other side, which is a fill up. The other one was a 8. So we're gonna take a hammer and knock this off. Bam. See, it's off. Now we're gonna compare the two, because we know where the other one was, which is in the middle. See if there's any similarities on which way it goes on, which it doesn't. So you see we got that one off. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of engine oil or something and put on there and make it easy for it to slide in that hole. So give me a second to find something. Or even better, we just use some PB Blaster. So you don't need much, just squirt a little bit on there, like so. Get it on in there. Take your time. Take our hammer, kind of tap that in there a little bit, which is gonna be a little tight fit to get that on in there. Yeah, more tighter fit than we thought it was. That sucker is a tight fit. Like golly, well, let's squirt a little bit in there and just keep on tapping. Let me get it in there. Take your time, don't bust your fingers. You want to see, it is going in there. It's almost there. A little bit more to go. Don't hit it too hard, because you don't want to crack your aluminum piece, which you most likely can, but you see we still getting it in there. We're gonna hit it on this back side now. Let's check it out. We're getting there, we're making progress. It's just a little bit tougher than we expected. So we're gonna see, still holding it, still doing it, doing the best I can. Get it in there without not damaging nothing. That sucker's a pain in the butt to get in there. Yeah, we're still good, we're still going. Got a little bit more to go. And I'm right-handed, so it don't make it no better. But still going. Switch it around, tap it from the bottom. All right, we're gonna try to tap it from the front a little bit. See if that'll help some without breaking our mount. All righty. We almost there. See, it's in there. So we're gonna take the old one, use it as a base part to try to tap it in there just a little bit more. Always remember, take your time. Use some PB Blaster, some engine oil, WD-40, whatever kind of lubricant that you got. Get that thing in there. Yeah, a couple, maybe another whack or two, and we'd be good to go. That sucker's a pain in the butt to get on there. All right, I'm gonna do a test fit first and then bring you guys back up here and see if I'm in the right spot. Yeah, look good. All right, well, we're in the right spot, so let's get you back up here so you can see how I'm finished to get it in there. I know, just bear with me, I'm trying. All right, you guys can see enough, I guess. All right, we start back off with our 3 bolts. These are the long ones, they go into the engine. You just want to hand screw them in there. Hand screw all of them. Just like that. Just take a little bit of time of beating it in there. That's all that is. And our engine did come down some, so we will be jacking it up a little bit more to get it in there correctly. And that's only because the old mount was wore out and it had the engine sagging on the passenger side. I believe this engine has a total of 4 mounts. 3 to hold the engine and 1 for the transmission. That one look more like a stabilizer bar or something, but we'll get there. All righty. Put your extensions back on. Put your 15 back on. Some people torque this type of stuff. I feel like you can just tighten it up as good as you can. I mean, to get it where it's tight and snug is what I mean. I'm jacking the engine up some more so the bolts go in there better, or screws. Put your one, reverse it. Take your time screwing them in there. See, that just raised the engine up more. Bam. Raise it up even more. Bam, got it up some more. Go ahead and do these real quick. Go ahead and do this one real quick. And then we use the ratchet to tighten them up. Boom. Tighten. Done with that. Don't forget to reverse it. Some people don't know what righty tighty, lefty loosey. So if you see on the back of the ratchet, when this little knob thing here is switched to the left, that means it removes the screws to the left. When you flip it to the right, that means it's turning to the right. So counterclockwise to tighten. Clockwise to tighten. Sorry about that. Clockwise to tighten. Counterclockwise to loosen. So we're going clockwise, which is to the right, to tighten up our screws. Get them snug good as you can. Done. Get tight as you can. Sorry, my hand is in the way. Trying to make sure you guys can see best you can. Snug that one up. Boom. Snug this bottom one up. Boom. Snug that one up. There we go. Nice and tight. Now we're gonna try to put this little ground wire thing back on here. Look like we're gonna need a fill up for that one. See if it's long enough to reach from where it was to here, which is not. So we're gonna need a new ground wire thing, which you can get. We'll get one of these from the junkyard. So I'll do a junkyard video and show you how to get one. But other than that, we'll say that for another video. Yeah, I'll get that piece from the junkyard. But other than that, this is done here. So we're gonna go ahead and install the breather back on there. Plug everything back up. Take your time. Don't rush to do nothing. It all goes back in there simple. Get our plug put back in here over here in this corner. And this is the same vehicle too that I did the AC bypass on for the belt. So just to let you guys know that, same vehicle. Take your time getting it in there. We're almost done there. And they do got brackets for your air box to sit into. Okay, we'll leave that like it was. So we're almost done here. Alrighty. Yeah, we will be making a video on going to junkyard to get that ground wire, so and where I can give y'all more of a what the heck happening in there and how they chop parts in half when people need stuff and they not doing nothing about it. So don't forget to take your flathead, tighten your stuff back up, and voila, that's how you do that top mount. Let me go up here and show you the one on transmission. Now that's gonna be a whoop-de-wop. Know how to do that. See, this one is, yeah, you guys can see it. It's right there. It's the same one we putting on there, this one here. So, yep, y'all can see in there good enough. You got a bolt, you got a screw here, and then you go up there, there's a screw right there. So we're gonna figure out what size that is and buzz that sucker off. So now we can let the jack down, and then we're gonna put the jack under to support the transmission. And supporting the transmission is the same way I showed you how to support the engine. It's done the exact same way. Just make sure you use that block so you don't crack your oil pan or your transmission pan. And this only goes on one way. The big end goes on the trans, the other part goes up on the frame. So let's figure out what size that is and let's get busy. Let's find out what size that is. Alrighty, let's get down here. It might be the same 15 that we used on the top mount. Well, what do you know? It's a 15 on that one too. So good. All wells ends well. 15 on that one, 15 on this one. So I'm using a short 3/8 extension, 3/8 drive ratchet. It's like I showed you last time. Right to tighten it, left to loosen it. So counterclockwise, with it facing towards the left, loosen it. Clockwise to tighten it, but we're going counterclockwise to loosen it. Coming loose pretty easy, which is good. Most stuff on these older vehicles, they don't come out that easy. Stuff be a pain in it, God knows what take loose. But that's good though, make the job go quicker. Now it's painful to do it. So, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And see, it's a long one there, so make sure you separate them too. Two different spots. See, might need pretty self-explanatory there with that one. Oh yeah, and I see it does have a nut on the back of it. So we gotta make sure that we catch that. So we're gonna put a longer extension and use the electric ratchet for that one to take that off. So we can get it off faster. And I have you guys watching a long video for 20 freaking hours over something that's simple. You should be able to get your hand in there so you can get your nut off. Take your time, don't drop your nut. Pull it out slowly, nut right here. Okay, should be able to move this little ender fender well. Somebody don't want to come out too freaking easy, huh? Yeah. Spoke too soon on it being easy. But like I said, make sure you separate your screws. Let me get a flathead for that one. Oh, we almost done though. Pretty simple. Almost done. Let's get it in here and pry that sucker on out of there. You can use a flathead pry bar. I'm using the flathead, which is right here. Should be enough to pry and wiggle that on out of there, which is pretty simple. Take your time, get it out. Oh yeah, got it off. See, it's broke right there, cracked in half. All right, we're gonna get some WD-40 to spray on this other one to help it slide in there better. All right, here's your new one. You're just gonna squirt a little bit on there, make it slide in there easier. Just don't hurt nothing. Make the job a little easier. It's better to work smarter than harder. So we trying to work smart today. We ain't trying to do nothing hard. Trying to just get them on in there. Easiest way possible. However we can. Get this freaking thing go in here. Which don't look like we're going there too. Oh, never mind. It went in there easy. All right. We take a top bolt. Same one we took out in the same spot. We take a washer. And we get our hand in there somehow, some way to get to that freaking screw. To get it back on there. Which is the tricky part. Because the damn sun is shining in her face. Oh, okay, never mind. We can come from this way and get to it. Whichever way you can get your hand in there. That's all that matters. Somehow, some way. Just take your time. That's my motto. Take your time. Working on the car make you frustrated. And sometimes craps get hard. Start it by hand. Make sure you get it all the way in there. Start your bottom bolt. This is where your jack come in at. So make sure it lines up with the hole, which I don't think ours is. So we got to jack the transmission up a little bit. You find the freaking hole. Start it by hand. Boom. We can use an electric ratchet to get it done. Same way. Turn it towards the right to tighten it, which is clockwise. And here we go. Then we use a ratchet to tighten it up all the way. All right, almost done. Oh yeah. Remove that. Like I told you, turn it to the right, which is clockwise, to tighten it. Take this extension off. Get that one tight. Snug it good as you can. Don't really take long to do. Do your next one. Because that nut on the back, it locks on the part on the frame, which is considered your subframe. Or better yet, that piece is on the body. We got it tightened. Okay. So, this concludes part 1 of the engine mounts that we put on. One there, which is the big one. I will be doing a video on getting the ground wire, which is this part here. I'll get it from the junkyard and show you guys about that crap. And then we just did transmission mount. So that concludes the video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Other than that, you guys have a blessed day. And I'll see you in the next one on part 2 when I do the other 2 heavy ones that's hard to do. Peace out.